It's going to be a jump. Now here it looked like a jump. There, this looks like a foul to me.
Yeah.
Indiana, and you can see Caitlin saying you were right in front of her.
Caitlin Clark completely lost her cool with the officials after watching Sophie Cunningham get slammed to the floor without a single penalty being called. This wasn't merely a questionable decision. It was an outright embarrassment. The entire WNBA should be ashamed of what unfolded during the Indiana Fever's tense 78-74 victory over the Seattle Storm. This wasn't the typical missed call fans complain about. It was a perfect example of the deeper officiating issues that continue to plague the league.
Like, I'm not saying that your job is easy, but when it is a simple call right in front of your face multiple times, what are you doing? What are you doing?
What call are you, like, bugged out?
All of them.
Everything?
Like, it's just like they're just so inconsistent. Like, that's my thing. Like, if you're on the other team and you're going to be finding the shit out of me,
yeah,
cool. But let me do it to
Didn't
you.
let you, yeah.
You know what I mean?
You want
Like,
consistency then.
yeah, like just give. And I think that's players across the league and like new fans across the country. Like, everyone's like, what is going on with the refs? And I'm like, I don't know.
Sophie had just pulled down a defensive rebound and was simply trying to protect the basketball when a Storm player sent her crashing to the floor as if it were a football game instead of a basketball matchup. The official had a perfect view of the entire sequence. Standing only a few feet away, the referee watched it happen without making a call, looking more like a spectator at a weekend cookout than someone responsible for officiating a professional WNBA game.
Now, am I ever advocating for players to throw other players on the ground? No, like we've seen so much of it throughout the WNBA. He watches this happen right in front of him. There's so much contact on the play and he does nothing. He doesn't blow his whistle. He doesn't stop the play. He doesn't call a foul.
And that was the moment when Caitlin Clark, sidelined for a 7th consecutive game because of her ongoing groin injury, finally reached her breaking point. After watching everything unfold from the bench, she simply couldn't stay silent any longer.
We have updates and our recovery's going well. You know, it's just, I think for us staying the course and making sure that we're really diligent about each step that we take and that we don't have setbacks and that we're patient with it. I know she wants to be out here on the floor and we want her out here on the floor, but making sure that she's ready is the most important thing. You know, I still don't know how far we are. We're going to take it one step at a time, one day at a time, and go from.
She wasn't willing to hold back anymore. She let the officials hear exactly what was on her mind. "You were standing right there. How do you suddenly change that call?" Her words echoed throughout the arena, and plenty of fans watching likely felt the exact same frustration. The mistake was impossible to ignore. For many viewers, it wasn't just one questionable decision. It was another example of the kind of officiating that continues to spark outrage across the league. If you're standing with Sophie after that sequence, drop a spicy Sophie in the comments and show some love to the players battling it out every night on the court.
I don't even know what the players can do because the players aren't being protected. And I know so many of the times, like, we're talking about this when it comes to the Indiana Fever, but this does happen across the league. There are many plays that we could pull up. Do you guys have any suggestions on what can actually be done? The coaches get fined when they call them out to the media. Like, this is a top-down issue. This is a commissioner's issue.
Because this ongoing officiating controversy is quickly turning into one of the biggest challenges facing the WNBA today. And Caitlin Clark's visible frustration has become a rallying point for fans who believe the league is reaching a critical moment that can no longer be ignored.
The officiating in the WNBA, I kind of already went off on it, but it's just atrocious. Really, really bad. Like, there have got to be rules to present overt physicality from dominating the game. And that's what we've got. We've got it in the NBA. We've got it in the WNBA. Nobody wants to call a bunch of fouls, but these officials don't know what a foul is and a foul isn't. They can't even tell when a ball goes out of bounds. Like, you've got 2 million plus people watching some of these games. You have got to have a correctly officiated product, or at least confidently officiated product and competently officiated product.
Refereeing in the WNBA has reached a level that many fans and analysts simply can't ignore anymore. And it's not just Indiana Fever supporters raising concerns. Criticism is now coming from players, coaches, and fans around the league as controversial calls continue to dominate conversations week after week and game after game. The situation has become increasingly difficult to defend. Just consider how unusual the contrast looks. Sophie Cunningham was reportedly fined $500 for a TikTok that joked about officiating, while physical plays that many believe deserve penalties continue to spark debate during live games. For a lot of observers, that raises serious questions about the league's priorities. And if that wasn't enough, Commissioner Kathy Engelbert suggested that officiating complaints often come from teams that lose. But many fans argue that the conversation goes beyond wins and losses. When star players are repeatedly involved in hard collisions and controversial no calls, the issue becomes one of player protection, consistency, and maintaining a professional standard across the league.
This year, it's not just Caitlin Clark. If you wear that Indiana Fever jersey, consider it done. The refs are not going to be fair, and they are going to cheat and do whatever it takes to do what the higher-ups say.
Even some of the most respected voices in the league have started expressing their frustration. Becky Hammon has openly voiced her concerns on multiple occasions, making it clear that she is far from satisfied with the current state of officiating. Meanwhile, Kelsey Plum has appeared at press conferences visibly marked up from physical play, questioning how she could endure that level of contact throughout a game and still end up with so few trips to the free throw line.
I got scratches on my face, I got scratches on my body, and these guards on the other team get these ticky-tack fouls, and I'm sick of it. I get fouled like that every possession. Ricky gets fouled like that in the post all the time, and they don't call it, and I don't know what else to do. Like, it's really frustrating, though. I'm like, I feel, I mean, there's multiple shots at the end of the game, either go into the third, into the fourth, where they're just coming and swinging, and they just don't call it.
But amid all the controversy and frustration surrounding the league, one player continued to stand out for all the right reasons. Sophie Cunningham turned in yet another outstanding performance, reminding fans exactly why she has become one of the Indiana Fever's most reliable players in crucial moments, especially with Caitlin Clark still sidelined.
Gabby Williams storms inside, can't finish it, follows it up into the arms of Bibby, just signed for the rest of the season by Indiana. Been a perfect fit at the stretch four. Cunningham connects on a three.
And you just look at her frame, 6'6" and super long.
Cunningham connects on another three.
She poured in 17 points while shooting an incredible 5 for 6 from the field, including a scorching 4 for 5 from three-point range. And perhaps even more impressive, she was the only Indiana Fever player who managed to knock down a three-pointer during the entire game.
Games from Sophie Cunningham, the only player on the Indiana Fever to make her threes tonight. The Indiana Fever were 4 of 21 from downtown, and Sophie Cunningham hit all 4 of those threes. 17 points, and the difference between this and the Lynx game, which was Sophie Cunningham's last really good breakout game, this wasn't late. This was, oh, we're struggling offensively, somebody needs to come through, and Sophie Cunningham came through for us.
This isn't just a one-game breakout performance, either. Sophie Cunningham has been playing at an exceptionally high level, earning praise from fans for her ability to knock down big shots from long range when the pressure is at its highest. Ever since she gained widespread attention for standing up for Caitlin Clark during the heated matchup with the Connecticut Sun, her popularity has continued to grow. Her social media following surged, interest in her merchandise skyrocketed, and she has fully stepped into a much larger spotlight. Most importantly, she has continued to back up that attention with strong performances whenever her team has needed her most.
Sophie the Blonde Bomber, Sophie the Trophy, lit it up again tonight. Man, she has been nothing short of spectacular as of late. 5 of 6 from the floor, 4 of 5 from 3, 3 for 4 from the free throw line, 17 points, 2 assists, 5 rebounds. Sophie, the Blonde Bomber, has been on fire. Sophie stepped it up in a big time way. That is what you need. When your best player is out, you need the ancillary pieces to step up and deliver. And that is what Sophie Cunningham has been doing.
Despite all the chaos, Indiana continues to find ways to win. The Fever have proven they can compete without Caitlin Clark, but questions about officiating continue to dominate the conversation. While controversial calls have frustrated players and fans alike, Indiana's recent success has highlighted the growth of Sophie Cunningham, Aaliyah Boston, and Natasha Howard. Their contributions have kept the team rolling during Clark's absence and strengthened their playoff hopes. If the Fever can stay healthy, get consistent production across the roster, and maintain their momentum, they could become a dangerous team when the postseason arrives.